Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I have another opportunity to share with you about words today. This time I want to read from Proverbs chapter 10 and just a couple of verses here. Verse 20 says, "The words of the godly are like sterling silver. The heart of a fool is worthless. The words of the godly encourage many, but fools are destroyed by their lack of common sense." These two verses juxtapose the godly and the fools. Now, I hope you're one of the godly. And if you're not, I hope you want to be one of the godly. But I know many who aren't in that category. Well, you could say, what right do you have to judge? Well, I'm not saying they won't be. I'm just saying, based on what I can see, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it doesn't take, as they say, a rocket scientist to figure this out sometimes. And you particularly figure it out with their words. The words of the godly are like sterling silver. The Bible often uses silver and gold as symbols of excellence and outstanding situations and preciousness that we all desire. Um, we don't have any sterling silver at my house. I had some once years ago, and I gave it away and sold it for mission support. We have some silver, but it's not sterling silver. But that sterling silver is much, much more valuable than the stainless steel type stuff that we have. And here it says the words of the godly are that valuable. And it says the words of the godly encourage many. Have you ever been discouraged? Have you ever had someone put you down? I was thinking the other day, how many of us remember something that was said, maybe even a long time ago, that still hurts? You know, I've had a number of stitches over the years. Uh, I got myself into a lot of situations, and I wasn't a house kid, and I got some stitches. I got some scars, and I can remember most of them. I can remember the situation. I can remember where I got them, who did them, kind of thing. But the amazing thing is, none of those stitches still hurt. None of them. But words last for years and years and years. I'd like you to ask yourself, have you been hurt by someone else's words? Are they still stinging? I have a few in my history. I think we all do. I hope I never gave any like that. Now, maybe I did. I can't recall it, but that doesn't mean that I didn't. And I apologized if I had to folks that I thought may have been on the receiving end. But words have so much power. They have the power here, it says, to encourage, and they have the power like preciousness, but they also have the power to hurt. It says, the heart of the fool is worthless. The fools are destroyed by their lack of common sense. The Bible uses the word fools. That's not a word we use in our language set much anymore. We talk about being foolish, but we don't talk about people being fools. And a fool is someone who's just utterly dumb. does something that absolutely is the wrong thing and never learns from it. Now, the words of the fool are worthless, but they can injure someone as they come out. You know, the stitches I got in my foot back when I was in high school, they came out. The scar's still there, but the stitches are long gone. But the words of criticism that harmed my soul are still there. And like I'm supposed to, I forgive that person, and I really don't have any animosity towards them. But those words, they're just still there. And it's so sad when people are injured and they keep being injured. Well, God wants us to use the words that are encouraging. Think about your words from yesterday. Maybe you can't remember that long ago. Well, think about them from last night or this morning up until when you heard this. How many encouraging words did you give? How many would be what we would call just throwaway words? I'm going to comb my hair. That's a throwaway word. Doesn't encourage anything. Doesn't hurt anything. It's just a statement of what I'm getting ready to do. But I can also say to my wife, boy, I like your hair today. You've done well. Now, in my case, I don't do anything to my head. It just, there we go. I'm done. And there's nothing I could do even if I wanted to. But that's not true of my wife. And I want to say something that builds her up, makes her feel precious, because she is precious to me anyway. And I think she's precious to a whole lot more folks than she realizes. And you probably are too. We can control what comes out of our mouth. And not only can we control it, but we can shape people's history by them. And God shaped history by the words of his mouth. I hope today and the next day and the next couple days, you will be real careful in paying attention to what you say. How many compliments do you give in the next 24 hours? Genuine, real compliments. And the more you speak encouraging words, the better your spirit wants to speak more. Well, I hope you'll think about this. Hope you have a really great day, my friend. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's just a real blessing. And if it's not, and you need prayer, give us a call, and we'll be happy to do that. If we can help in any way, we'll try it, and we'll try it as fast as we can. So thanks so much for listening. God bless you. I'll talk to you again.